Hello, fellow traders. Welcome to another episode of the Bitcoin series. Like, subscribe, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm, like we do every week. We will also do this week. We are still waiting for our long position to trigger. However, I still believe what we are saying for the past 10 weeks. The prices will shoot lower. I'm still waiting for the perfect moment to enter the market. As we do every week, unfortunately, we do not have any fundamental analysis for the Bitcoin. I mean, I keep repeating that. However, this is a fact. The commercials, which is the most important, the ones that we are watching every week, are slightly increasing the short position. However, they also increased the long position. In total terms of position, we have the 51.54%. Now, based on this consecutive data, we do have a trend. Well, at least it's something that we can notice. The orange is the short position versus the long position. We see that slightly. You need to remember that in this report you won't see some huge changes, let's say. However, sometimes you might see. Also, it's lagging. It's not something new. However, based on the data, the prices will shoot lower. And of course, this is what they did. Now, what's the point? I mean, why to analyze something that has already happened? Well, it's very simple. Of course, our trade hasn't been triggered yet. However, I believe that it will. Still, we need some time. I will open my technical chart. Now, remember what we've saying. The Bitcoin reaches several important golden ratio resistance, let's say, some Fibo levels. And also we have this ascending channel. Now, if you are watching our series, for sure, you most likely know where the prices will go. However, I got the question why I do not go short. The answer is very simple, guys. When you are predicting the market, the word predict is not correct. We are able to identify some profitable patterns, let's say, some sweet spots that we are willing to take a risk and trade in the market. However, this is not so simple. And what I mean by that, at this point, I know that these are some major resistance level. However, I might expect to have another wave to the upside. So at this case, yes, I might consider and take a short position. However, this is not written in stone because you need to check if the market respects the previous structure and if it keeps moving with the same pace. Because as the market changes prices and behavior, it's also depicted in the diagram. And that's why it's very important to understand the major move and the retracement and add to all this information. You don't want to be correct most of the times. This is not your issue. You want to be profitable. So I'm still waiting for a sweet spot. However, I have readjusted my entry points. If you remember, it was around 28k. Why I'm saying around? The more you increase the spread, because you have a leverage and I will play risky. Remember what I've told you, that trading is very risky. So you don't have to follow me at any of my trades. You don't have to follow me for no reason. However, this is the only way that you can see how it can be happen and what you might face in some real markets. Because you are not sure if the prices returns back into your original predictions. However, it's so hard to predict exactly the entries and the exits that you need a very juicy risk reward ratio. Also, based on what we have discussed, we have a channel here. It's an ascending channel, so you probably know where the prices will go. We will keep tracking, let's say, the values. However, the market starts to repeat a behavior, let's say, and this is observable in the diagrams, and this is the reason that at this point, a good way, let's say, a good position to take a short position is to the blue area that I have marked here. This might seem another retracement. However, this doesn't mean that I will go short the market. Now, I still believe that the market will shoot lower, significantly lower. To be honest, I'm expecting to penetrate not only 30,000 but significantly low. I am at around 24, 23. This is based on an assumption. Remember that we are not making predictions. We are not psychics. We are trying to find some juicy risk-reward ratio. And of course, in the long term, still believe in the market. I still want to go long. I'm not willing to scalp, even though I was thinking to make some other series, creating another account and start scalping. However, I'm not sure if that's interesting. Well, remember what we've said. Trading is not interesting at all. I mean, you should check your prices, check what's happening there, check what's happening here, and you might wait several hours for your trade to trigger. This is the reason that I choose to make this series based on real trades, of course. That's why I'm always keeping the same accounts and the same accounts IDs. That's why I create them. The main idea, when every time that I make a video, it's to make you understand that you don't have to take any risks. Of course, remember, risk comes with a reward. I mean, I can guarantee that. There's no doubt. However, we are not wizards. And what I mean by that, our trade might never trigger. We don't care about that. We have already active trades on Aussie and Luni. So we don't care so much about this market. When you are trying to enter a market, you are searching the markets, let's say, of course, based on the idea that you know what you are doing, which that's the most important element in trading. When you are scanning the markets and everything is aligned, what I mean by that, you have your charts, you have some news. Unfortunately, for the Bitcoin, I'm not quite sure what are the news. I mean, if you have any idea, you can leave any comments. However, I still believe that the more the time passes by, the market will get some kind of immunity. And to what I mean by that, because it's a new market, some people might disagree. However, trust me, a market that it's like 10 years, that is just a new market. Maybe some more, but we are mentioning the point that this became profitable. We also have some reportable trades on the CFTC report and so on. I mean, these are some several stages that an entity needs to start passing by, let's say, to become a legit. So at this point, I still believe it's a young market. So we don't know exactly how the news will affect the market. Based on the way that the market is structured, you cannot ban so easily the Bitcoin. This is true. This is for sure. It's a fact. Remember what they tried to do, what China tried to do, what the US did with ban some cryptocurrencies exchange from Russia and so on. These are not important events. However, I tend to believe, I'm not quite sure, that we won't have any events that will be able to affect the market unless we are talking about some global disaster, let's say, or I don't know what they are planning to do with Russia and whatever. However, for me, it's just a war out of many wars. For example, the US has triggered the past 150 years, so it's not something new. We knew exactly what would happen. We knew exactly where to capitalize. That's why we took our trades, took advantage of the period, and so on. Again, we are still watching the market. As I said, I'm expecting the market to shoot significantly lower, and I'm willing to take my long position. So we will keep watching the market every week. Again, thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you very much also. I have so many questions. Unfortunately, I cannot answer to all of them. So you need to understand, especially from people from my FX book, that they are sending me messages and so on. However, thank you very much. And again, trade safe, and I hope I'll see you in the future.